In this video, we are going to see a new feature of C#14, and that is the Null-Conditional Assignment. Basically, the idea is that now we are allowed to use the null-conditional operator in an assignment operation. Let's see that. First, let's remember what is the null-conditional operator. Let's see, for example, that we have this code that says I am instantiating a person here equal to null, then I'm saying person.name equal to name. Of course, this will throw a null reference exception. So if I come here and say .NET build, this builds, but .NET run, we are going to see that we have an object reference not set as an instance of an object, of course. So one way of fixing this is to say if person is not null, then we do this. Of course, this solves the problem because if person is null, then we're not going to access this code. But this is too much code for a simple operation. So something that we can do is to use the null-conditional operator. That is that we come here and do this. And with this, we're basically doing the same. We're saying that if person is null, then we're not going to run this code, and therefore we're not going to have an exception. But if person is not null, then we're indeed going to instantiate this variable name equal to this property name. That is fine, that is simple. But in the past, we weren't able to do the following. We weren't able to say, okay, so person dot name equal to Felipe. We weren't able to do this because in the past, we weren't able to use the null-conditional operator in an assignment like this, but this is now possible. So in the past, you were forced to say something like, if person is not null, then person.name equal to Felipe. This is not necessary anymore because now in C#14 and onwards, we have the ability to use the null-conditional assignment as we can see here. Thank you.